Hello and welcome back to the High School Football Alliance here in the Hammer Cline Universe. Tonight we've got the International Comets 4-3 on the season, taking on the 3-4 Northeast Jays. We are in Northeast. It's a brisk 20 degrees here tonight, and we have an interesting matchup as this is a rematch from Week 1 where the Comets beat the Jays in a closely contested battle. But today, different story as the Northeast Jays will be starting a new quarterback, a fan favorite, Mort Hall under center, and a bit of a surprise in the backfield. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I am joined in the booth by my buddy, my old pal, Liam Hammer. How you doing?
Doing quite well. Oh yeah, you mentioned these two teams. A lot has changed since Week 1 when these two teams first met, when it kicked off high school action here on the channel. Since then, Jays have fired their head coach. So new head coach. Obviously, we're going to see Mort Hall since the Jays are out of playoff contention. You mentioned the surprise in the backfield. But this team, Comets on the other side, clinching the playoffs last week. They are battling for playoff seeding. They can finish as low as the 4 seed, meaning they'd have to go play South Central in South Central, or they could finish as high as the 2 seed, meaning they get a home field advantage against in that first round of the playoffs. So very important game for Comets. More of a morale game for the Jays. Kick is away. Game is underway. We're going to see the Jays offense started first. Brian Walters takes us out. He's going to get out to the 30-yard lines where he's going to start this drive. Mort Hall, the fan favorite. Cody Travis asking, how are the Jays out of the playoffs? Well, a little thing called strength of victory. Work through all the numbers, and every path to playoffs for Northeast ends in a tie because the Pirates won last week against South Central. It kicks the Jays out of the playoffs. So blame the Pirates. 1st and 10 for Mordecus Hall here at the 30. He's going to drop back throw. Under pressure, he throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. I don't know how he didn't get sacked there, honestly. Second down, 10. Mort Hall's first pass going incomplete. He's going to throw across the middle. It's going to be caught. Trev Bridges, 8-yard reception. One of the best defenses in high school football on the other side tonight for the Comets. What do you expect out of this Jays offense? Throw top the screen. Brian Walters getting the first down here. It's moving the chains. Comets coming into this game with the number 5 total defense yardage-wise, number 1 pass defense, number 6 rush defense. Good for them. The Jays don't really rush too much. Marcus Madre in the backfield for this play. We're going to see a little bit of him in this game. Hall, they're going to bring pressure, moving out of the pocket. As he throws, intercepted right to him. Hall is going to complete a pass to the other team, and now the Comets get to start their drive with plus position. The number 2 rush offense in the country comes out here as the International Comets line up at the 45. Benji Bailey up the middle. He's not going to go for many yards, and that's due to a lot to what we're going to see tonight. The number 2 rush defense on the other side with the Jays. Next level just around the corner as well. Caldwell's going to throw out route. There's a flag on the field. We'll see what the laundry is. Not right sure. Looks like timing-wise might be holding. Against the Comets, it's going to be offensive holding. Jays accept that. It's going to move them back 15. Welcome to everyone in the chat tonight. Hope you all are doing good. Cody Travis saying Jays are his favorite team. So we got a Jays fan in the chat tonight. Second and 19, Caldwell's going to throw it left side. Going to find his man. That's going to get closer. First down. 3rd and 5 coming up. One thing we mentioned, the Jays run defense excels. Their pass defense, not so much. 6th in the country. Third and 5 for Caldwell as he faces the 3rd down here, looking for his target. Wide open down the middle of the field is that Quentin Morabito, who gets that one down to the 24-yard line. Morabito committing to the College of what was that? Meridian College Mountain Goats. So keep an eye on him there as he got his offer in. He decided to take that. As you might have seen if you're in the Discord, which if you're not, there's a link in the description. You can join that as well and keep up to date on all the team information. You can look at the stats, talk, do all the great stuff. Second and 6 here for the Comets. Going to be hand off to Bailey up the middle. Not much there. 3rd and 5 once again. One thing, though, we're to note in this game as well, Comets, they come in here with a little bit of a monkey on their back. 0-3 on the road. Caldwell going to go down, sack. Field goal unit comes out. That was Shear to Richard on the tackle. Oh, excuse me, Davis. Chad Davis, excuse me. Comets, one of 3 teams to not have a win on the road. The other two, the 2-5 Cobras and the 1-6 Eagles. Oof, not Company One being at all, but Comets great at home. That's what's gotten them in the playoffs. So that's another reason why this game's so important. You think about having that playoff game at home instead of having to go on the road against the best team in the country. Pretty decent kick. You can see this Jays offense. Mort Hall, not the best start. I know the Mort Hall faithful, Mort Hall fandom, Mort Hall mania wasn't too happy with that first drive, but I think they have some confidence in him on the second drive. Walters, right side, had some space, but couldn't find that second gear quick enough. First and 10 from the 32. Emery Schofield, the fullback, in the backfield in this one. They're going to run the pass and finds Bridges. What a beautiful route, beautiful throw. Good design there, gets the first down. They brought the blitz. Fortunately, it was just a little bit too little too late for the Jays. They furiously went 3-1 down the stretch, but just short on strength of victory. And it's just such a shame for this team. 1st and 10 for the Jays. Under center is Mort Hall. Going to drop back. Steps up, throws it, and incomplete. Looking for Sams again. Hasn't really gotten the chemistry. You know, that makes sense. I mean, Mort Hall has been on the second team most of the season, so doesn't have that chemistry with the number one receiver yet. Cody Travis saying he wants to be on his favorite team, the Jays. Reminder, Hall's going to throw it deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Good safety coverage. Reminder, if you're going to be assigned to the team that is in your locations. Remember, to Northeast, if you're making a player from the Northeast, you'll be put on Northeast. If you're making a player from Southwest, San Diego, L.A., the California area, you're going to be getting a player put on Southwest. And unless we might move you around if there's a starting spot, if you won't start in that school, because we want to get you guys as much playing time on the field as possible. Moorhall drops back to throw on 3rd down, deep throw left side, caught. Sam's touchdown. Looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication. Dan Simmons looked like he was in a flats coverage or underneath coverage. Maybe he was expecting some safety help over the top, but whatever it was, wasn't there. Touchdown, Nigel Sams. Touchdown, Mort Hall, and the Jays are up. Well, Cody Travis, what the team that you are assigned to in high school depends on where you put as your player's hometown. So you're put in the area of your in the school that's closest to your hometown. And yes, where you can also follow our Twitter account and Discord. Shameless self-promotion. It's another little clip I should get on here. As the kick is going to be returned from Morabito, and Morabito's going to get off the 26-yard line. He's going to get flattened. Is that Johnny Galladay on the tackle? Well, Cody, you don't necessarily have to put the location that you live. You can put the location that your player lives in this simulated sports universe. You can say you're from basically wherever you would like to be. 1st and 10 here. Caldwell's going to throw it underneath, and some traffic going to be brought down by Lewis Simmons. Oh, is that Dan Jackson? Excuse me, running across the middle. Yeah, number 80. Oh, it's Simmons. See, I knew it. Yep. Caldwell out of the backfield, throws it to Bailey. Bailey's not going to get there. 3rd down. Just for example, Cody, you're living in Indiana. Well, that would be in North Central region. So you'd end up on North Central if you put your player location from Indiana. Third and 3 here as we're going to get pair slot left formation. Doyle. Out route here, top of the screen. Nice 3rd down play. It's going to pick up the 1st down. That was Lewis Simmons once again moving the chains, and International keeping it rolling. How are you doing today, Doyle? Yes, the International jerseys are very bright. They're game plan is to blind the other team. The other team can't score if they can't look at the players. First and 10 here. Hand off to Bailey up the middle. There's a little bit of a lane, but a good tackle there to stop him. Gain of only 1. Bailey has been up and down this season. That was Alonzo Armstrong, who has not been up and down. He's been up. Caldwell throws it top of the screen. This time, that is Dan Jackson with his first catch of the day. Going to go for 5. Yeah, so Cody, if you go in Indiana, you'll be on North Central. That's the location, the school in that location. Yeah, there are not any user players on North Central as of yet. So far, we have, let's see here. We have a quarterback in Southwest. We have 2 guys on Southeast. North Central does have a quarterback. So you'd have a teammate there. South Central got their next quarterback, and International has a linebacker. Caldwell to throw here. Slant route's going to be caught. Oh, dropped. Misplayed by the cornerback. He had him open, and Dan Jackson can't believe it. Fourth and 5, not the start the Comets wanted in this game, losing to the Jays. The Jays just looking for that morale boost win at the end of the season. A win today for the Jays would mean that they went 4-1 down the stretch. Yes, Doyle, both Alabama and Florida are southeast, so don't got to worry there. Pete Mitchell and Parker Thomas on the cornerback. First down 10 here from Moore Hall. He's going to drop back, throw deep. Walters has a big hit across the middle, hangs on down to the 44. Goes Brian Walters. Mort Hall not afraid to sling it. He's settled down a little bit after that first drive. See what they keep doing here. It's going to be a play action. Mort Hall throws it to Madre after the play action. Madre's going to break the tackle, get a first down. Nice little play design there from the Jays. There's been clamors from Morthall from his fans. He's a fandom already. It's just going to grow with time. Morthall drops back here. He's going to throw it and drop. His receiver couldn't bring it down. Soto in coverage along with some others. Good ball, but not good hands from the receiver. If you signed up, I'll answer that question, Doyle, after this play. Mort Hall going to hand it off to Emery Schofield. First run of his running back career. Only gain of 2 there. 3rd down. To answer that question, Doyle, if you make a play right now, you're going to be in high school football season 2, which will be starting right after this season. It's going to be running simultaneously with CFA season 1. So you would go through one season, but it wouldn't be too far until you're in college. Morthall, shotgun here, 3rd and 8. What could he do with it? He's out route, wide open, Brian Walters. Oh, man, he gets hammered out of bounds. That was a little bit of a late hit. No flag, though. Oh, cut away from it. I mean, that might be some, physical abuse. We wouldn't want YouTube to block our video because of that hit right there. 1st and 10 now, just outside the red zone. Hall under center. Madre in the backfield. Madre will get the ball, and Madre won't go anywhere. Loss of 1. Second 11, shotgun from Warthall, flanked by Van and Schofield. Plenty of time. Checks it down to Schofield. Schofield can't break a tackle, only going to get 2, 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Offside. Morthall drops back. Free play. Going to chuck it underneath. Oh, my goodness, and drop. Actually, Doyle is going to be on Madden 08 through the PC version. We made a little switcheroo there after doing some more research. We're going to be able to mod in team logos, uniforms, and also there's some bugs Madden 12 had that we found that Madden 08 doesn't have. So we found that, fixed it, and you'll be rolling that out. I think you're gonna like Madden 08 a lot more. It's custom stadiums, and the gameplay's good. Actually, good gameplay. Third and 4 here. Hall. Moving around the pocket, it can't get it to his guy who's trying to fit it into his receiver, but good coverage there. That was Helmain, knocked it away, and the field goal unit is going to come out. This is Jonas Stone. Stone. to give his team a 7-point lead. Kick is up. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. 40 yards. And it's a 10-3 ball game. That would be 0. Comets struggling on the road once again. This has been the story, and if this isn't something that they can fix, what chances do you think they have in the playoffs? If the Comets lose this game, it would also come down to the other 2 games we have. The Comet loss doesn't really hurt them too much. They would only fall to 4th if the Pirates won. They would fall to 4th and play the Lions. And if the Pirates lost, then they'd stay where they are at 3 and play the Titans. It requires a Titan loss and a Comet win for the Comets to get home field advantage. Then we'll have National Signing Day, see where all these prospects are going to go, get the new guys in high school, get college start to roll. Then we'll get pro as Benji Bailey fights for the first down. That's going to do it for the first quarter here in Northeast. Score 10-3. Who would have guessed? Yeah, that's a problem they need to find an answer to sooner rather than later. Toss to Bailey. Bailey, good blocking. Bailey's going to get the first down. One of the guys we've wondered how college and pro teams are really going to evaluate and look at. It's going to be interesting. 1st and 10 here for the Comets inside the Jays territory. They've had not too much trouble moving the ball. Caldwell under pressure, throws a man off, still gets the pass off, and his receiver drops it. Wide open on the sideline. Was that Clint? That was Snelling. And Caldwell with an amazing personal effort, but it goes to waste. Second and 10, empty set here. Caldwell drops back to throw. Pumps once, throws it wide open. Morabito has it down to the 19. Morabito making his case for the CFA right now. A guy that's kind of got under the radar a little bit. But man, he's looking like a guy who might be a steal at the next level. First and 10 for the Comets. Free play, Caldwell. Can he take advantage of it? Gets the out route. And it's going to be about 5 yards either way, whether you take the out or you take the penalty. That was number 72. That was Sheard Richard, who got the early jump. First and 5 from the 14. Nice drive going here for the Comets. See if they can cap this one off. Hand off to Benji Bailey up the middle, but good run defense there from the Jays. There's number 92 on the tackle. Second and 4. Caldwell gonna drop back, and he finds his out route man. That's Lewis Simmons again. Caldwell 10 of 12. First and goal at the 7. Bailey, of course, in the backfield. Caldwell's going to throw an out route. Nearly picked off by Falconer, but he gets in the end zone. Takes advantage. Ball Hawkins, cornerback, over, jumps the route, and Caldwell threads it in there and gets a touchdown. That's Lewis Simmons. He's just been all over the place on this drive. And about to tie it right back up. Comets march down the field and get what they needed. So they're looking to seal their playoff spot. If you're the Comets, who do you want to play? If you're the Comets right now, would you rather play, assuming that you have to go on the road, do you rather go on the road to South Central, or do you rather go on the road to Southwest? Walters breaks attack. Oh, and he was so close to breaking it. Walters tracked down from behind at the 44-yard line. The crowd here knows that he nearly had it. You can see Walters. Yeah, he knows he nearly took it all the way. I think that we're going to have a very, if you look at these playoffs, we'll come back to these in the second half a little bit, but, these playoffs are very, very interesting. I'll say after this play. Moore Hall is going to throw here. Throws it to Schofield out of the backfield, who's not going to get anything. You look at both these two road teams, the Comets and the Pirates, most likely are going to be the two road teams. For the Comets, you go through the season, the Comets beat the Titans 42-27 back in week 2. And the next week, they played the Lions in South Central, and they nearly beat them. It was 26-22 in a really, really close game. So the Comets, they've been competitive or smashed both those top two teams. And for the Pirates, you look at the Pirates season, Pirates lost to the Titans 28-27 week 6. And then, of course, last week, they beat the Lions. So both these teams have a close loss to one of the top two teams and a commanding victory over one of these top two teams. So this playoffs could be very interesting. Hall, off balance throw. He caught it! That may be one of the best throws we've seen all season. Mort Hall really putting on a show here. This is his audition tape, and he's making the most of it. Steps up, throws. His arm got hit as he threw, but he managed to get it underneath to Walters for the gain of 6. Oh, sorry, Dugans for the gain of 6. More magic, and indeed, my goodness, what a throw. Hall, going to throw it across middle. Caught in traffic. Sam's down to the 15. Inside the red zone for Hall. Let's see what the offense calls. Plenty of time. Nearly intercepted. Those in routes have been dangerous, and Dan Simmons has been lurking. Second and 10 now for Hall. High formation, they're going to throw out of it. Hall, across the middle of Bridges for 6. Third and 4. See if they can convert this, or they're going to have to settle for 3 from the foot of Jonas Stone. Throws it out of the backfield. That's going nowhere. He went to Schofield. Didn't work out. 4th and 5, and the punt unit comes out. Oh, excuse me, the field goal unit comes out. Second field goal attempt of the day for Jonas Stone. Kick is up, kick is good. And we'll see what Morbido has on this kick return. Walters nearly broke one. Can Morbido do the same? Morbido is going to break one tackle, but that's not going to be enough. It's the 27.
Saunders inside the 5-yard line this season. He had 2 of them last week that he down inside the 10. Really good special teams guy, Randall Gray. Caldwell under center. Oh my goodness, Bailey completely destroyed by the strong safety, Al Gibson, just coming through unblocked. I mean, I'm not sure what happened there, but got destroyed. Wow, what a hit. And also, Sheard Richard was untouched as well. They had Gibson right up at the line of scrimmage, and Bailey just never saw him, and neither did any of the blockers. 2nd and 13 coming up for the Comets. Caldwell under center. Looking to throw it. Over the middle, and that's going to be dropped. 3rd and 13 coming up. That was Lewis Simmons, number 80, dropping the pass. He had the touchdown on the previous drive, but a big 3rd and 13 coming up from their own 23-yard line. See if the Jays defense can hold strong. See if Caldwell tests some deep over the middle with Simmons or Jackson. Comets are going to have to punt this one away. Al Gibson made the first tackle on that drive, comes up and gets the final tackle of the drive as Simmons has 7 receptions already here in the first half. He only had 6 catches all last week. We're going to see Riddell Sidney on for the punt for International. Back to return, I believe, is Walters. That's blocked! And it's recovered by Northeast. Oh my goodness. Number 24 on the recovery. That is Terrence West. Let's see the replay and take a look at who blocked it. If they show the replay, it doesn't look like they're going to. I did not see the number on the player that blocked it. I'm really hoping that it's Randall Gray, number 28, who I already mentioned on the last drive. Mort Hall under center to start this drive from the 17-yard line of International. He's going to throw it out of the backfield. Schofield is going to break a tackle, go down the sideline. First and goal coming up from the 7-yard line. And that was Dylan Sharp, the middle linebacker, who finally put an end to that play. Mort Hall continuing to find the open targets. Beautiful play here. Trev Bridges was also open on a deep out route there. Good blocking downfield by number 86, Brian Walters. So that was our first ever blocked punt. We've had a blocked extra point on the Raiders-Lions game. It ended up costing the Raiders that ball game, or at least contributed to that loss. Now from just inside the 7-yard line, Mort Hall and the offense. And that play goes absolutely nowhere. Marcus Madre crushed in the backfield as Chris Hillman, number 70, the defensive end, comes through unblocked to make the big tackle for a loss of 4. Let's see what head coach Dan Short will call here from out of the 10-yard line here. 2nd and goal. Less than 3 to go. Free play. They're going to toss it out to Madre, who breaks a tackle but only gets a couple yards. They're going to take the free 5 yards and move the ball up the field just a little bit more to the 6-yard line. And they'll stay at 2nd down. And that was Hillman who just made that tackle for loss on the previous play. You know, trying to make another impactful play. Just getting a little bit ahead of himself. Two receivers set for Mort Hall and the Jays. And Hall's going to hand it off to Schofield, who nearly snuck in there. Nice cutback, picks up 3 yards. And that one might take us to the 2-minute warning as the Jays look to extend their lead to 2 scores. See if they'll get this play off before the 2-minute warning. And they do not. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jays threatening from the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up. What does head coach Duke Wesley draw up here on the defensive side of the football? You want to try to get Travis Cook and Chris Hillman in the backfield from those defensive end spots. They got 2 receivers, single back set, 2 tight ends. So we're seeing Trev Bridges and Johnny Galladay out there at tight end. And Mort Hall's going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northeast Jays. It's Nigel Sams. My goodness, he was wide open.
What a man. It's Nigel Sams.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm back in
Jays
the booth.
By 2 scores. I've missed you dearly.
Missed you dearly. I think I also had you muted for a significant chunk of something. So, you know, we've just...
Brad.
Hey, second half is our strong point.
That's tough.
As I saw, you know, we had that block for the Jays. Special teams miscues for the Comets and the Jays with a 10-point lead. Man. Who would have
I had some pretty stellar commentary there if I was muted. All right.
You had the best commentary.
You know, I do miss doing play-by-play, but, you know, Parsec with the slight delay sometimes and freezing.
It's really not Parsec's fault. It's more your internet's fault. But, you know, you can blame Parsec if you'd like to.
What do you mean? My modem and router are right here.
Well, I don't think it's your modem and router's fault. I just think it's your internet in general.
My internet's
Your
good,
technology.
man. Don't hate. Don't be
I'm
hating.
I'm hating.
That's just
Kick is away. Morabito is going to return this one. And to 26 he goes.
So basically, once we get rich off of all the incoming player money, new computer. I think that might be in the in the cards.
That's been in the works for years.
Hey, I have this brand new laptop here. All right, it's not the best, but it's working for us right now.
Hey, it is. We take what we can get.
That's right.
First down and 10. Handoff up the middle of the fullback. No, not fullback run. It was Benji Bailey. Just out of a different look there. Nothing doing. Didn't really matter. Defense wasn't surprised.
Yeah, Ryder Bancroft on a stop, and he missed it last drive. Al Gibson on the first play of the Comets drive came off the edge, unblocked from his safety spot, and just absolutely decleated Benji Bailey. And then proceeded to make the final tackle on the drive, forced 3-0.
Look at a man. Handoff here to Benji Bailey out of the shotgun. Got some blocking, but what a tackle to bring him down just short of the first down. Going hurry up here. There's over a minute to go. Got to get this. You don't like doing the shotgun here for this, but they're going to throw it to Bailey, who's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Dennis Kennard comes in to make the tackle. They're going to let the clock run. The Jays could get some yards and maybe get into field position here if they called a timeout, but I understand letting the clock run.
Yeah, Dennis Kennard, nice play there. Last week he had a fantastic game. As always, 5 tackles, 1 assist, 1 tackle for loss, and 3 pass deflections. He gets after it in pass protection. See if they block another punt here.
Under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Kick is up. And it's going to be fielded from the 34. Walters gets up to the 37. That's where this drive is going to start. 20 seconds left on the clock. What do you do if you're the coach?
I let Mort Hall keep slanging the tater. All right, he's been doing fantastic this whole half. You got a 10-point lead. Be safe with it, of course. Don't throw any late out routes that could potentially be taken back the other way. Just take some deep shots downfield and let Nigel Sams make a play.
Looks like they're going to go safe with it here with a heavy set. Hand off to Emery Schofield up the middle. He's going to gain 1. Going hurry up here. Don't really know what they're doing. They can't decide.
Well, they're not taking shots like I said they should.
Body shots maybe. Emery Schofield getting some blocking though. Schofield breaks the tackle. Schofield down the line. And they're going to take a timeout. All of a sudden, the Jays have a chance for a Hail Mary here.
Yeah, let's see Mort Hall's arm strength. See if he can chuck this one up 47 yards to the end zone as he talks to Dan Short on the sideline. Look at that beautiful head of hair he's got.
I'm sure that he is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh, absolutely. Also, Mr. Clean.
1st and 10. Not that that's really important. Hail Mary time here. Last play of the half. See what Mort Hall can do. Under pressure. Hall can't get rid of it. He's going to get hit. And, man, would have loved to see him throw it, but that's going to do it for the first half. Jays up 20-10. Don't look now. But the Jays looking at the upset here in Northeast. We will be back. We don't have a word from our local sponsors.
If only we had some.
Welcome back to the second half here in Northeast. Score 20-10. The Jays up over the Comets. I'm Hammer. He's Cline in the booth with you this fine day. We're about to get the kickoff underway for the second half. What do you expect from the Comets?
Maybe, hopefully, if I'm a Comets fan, I want some offense to happen. Other than their touchdown drive, haven't really done a whole lot. It's been all Jays here tonight.
Morbido out to the 26-yard lines where he's going to start. He's Morbido. Was released earlier this week. You posted on Twitter that he committed to the Mountain Goats.
Yes, he's going to be joining, I believe, Jermaine Ackerman, the former #1 Southeast Raiders wide receiver who missed the whole year on injury.
As well as Chris Dugans, which is interesting. Caldwell going deep. He has a man. Oh, my goodness, he got him.
Wow.
Trotting into the end zone. Oh, dance on him.
Wow. Oh, and he's dropping a deuce in the end zone as well. Brother, there's kids in the stands. Oh, my goodness. Lewis Simmons, that might be the greatest throw and catch we've seen all season from this Comets offense. He had all day. Great job by the O-line to actually give him enough time to find his man downfield. And I feel bad for Rob Moline. Just the free safety, not enough speed to keep up with the speedy Lewis Simmons. But a massive, massive touchdown. Dancing on the defense as well. Just a beautiful sequence there. And now the Comets going to be within a field goal of the Jays in just one play here in the second half as the Comets send on Adam Lamar for the extra point. Man, what a touchdown that was. And in the chat, who do we got? Beast Mode Mojo. Still in there. I think you're the only active person in the chat that I can see. Hope you're enjoying this contest here tonight. Hammer stepped away momentarily, so you'll just get to hear my sweet, sultry voice until he returns. Back to return for the Jays is Brian Walters. Nearly broke one for a touchdown earlier there in the first half. And a decent return up at the 29-yard line. Mort Hall in the offense set to take the field again. Great first half from the first-time starting quarterback. Saw Emery Schofield get 20 yards on the ground, almost equaling Benji Bailey's yards tonight.
My goodness, what a game we have today. A lot more offense than we had week one. A lot more offense. More Hall under pressure. Finds his man Bridges across the middle now. My goodness. When does the offense stop?
Tonight I just don't know if it does. That was another throw where Mort Hall was running and threw it at a very awkward angle and still got the ball out there. He's been fantastic, to say the least.
Yeah, Mort Hall making a great case for his CFA career. Mort Hall, where did he commit again? I think he commit to
he is going
Fort Thomas.
Yes, Fort Thomas.
Fort Thomas
to
is
play for
the
the Stallions. Absolutely. He's been an absolute baller here tonight.
1st and 10 for Hall and the offense. Mort Magic going to throw it deep left side. Caught! He has Sam's down the sideline. Sam's going to get all the way to the 4.
Oh, my goodness. Nigel Sams. What's going on here tonight? 4 catches, $126 for Sams, who had just 44 yards on 6 catches last week. Hall to Sams, putting on an absolute clinic. And the brother of Lewis Simmons, who's having a great game on the offensive side for the Comets, Dan Simmons, got torched on that route.
That was a beautiful route from Sams. Absolutely torched him, like you said. Madre in the backfield. Van, the fullback, here on the 1st and goal run. Stacking the box through the Comets. You can hand off to Zayden Van up the middle. Van is going to get close. Man, Van almost snuck in a touchdown there.
Wow, he did have one last week to go along with his 12 carries for an astounding 16 yards. He also had 2 catches for 1 yard.
He's just not very good.
No, no, he's great. He's the best.
Second and goal from the 1. Schofield in the backfield. See if they get them the ball. No, they're going to throw it. More Hall going to run it. More Hall gets it, and he does it all.
What? Oh my goodness, he already equals Ian Harlan's rushing touchdowns on the season. Oh man, what a debut for Mort Hall, who came into the game only playing, I believe, 4 plays. All of those were quarterback kneels on the year. And just squeaking through the line, getting the touchdown. And the Jays back to possibly a 10-point lead here at home. The crowd is going crazy.
My word, Mort Hall. Maybe we should have been starting him sooner, I think, is what Dan Short's thinking on sideline, which is hard because Ian Harlan had a good season, but Mort magic is in full effect right now.
I mean, Ian Harlan threw for nearly 2,300 yards this season in 7 games. 3 of those games with a bad offensive coach. So I think they made the right decision to start Harlan all season, especially going 3-1 with Dan Short at the helm. But Mort Hall showing a lot of promise here tonight. He will definitely make a nice impact in the CFA.
Just goes to show some of these backups, just because they're a backup doesn't mean they're bad. Some of these guys didn't get enough time on the field to show what they can do. One knock against Mort, I know a lot of people might have, he's a little bit on the shorter side, 5'11", but man, he's not letting that hold him back in this game.
No, and I mean, I don't think quarterbacks being short will really matter too much. I mean, we see Zach Barr over at the Cobras of Northwest. You know, what is he, 5'9", I think?
Bryce Young.
He's got a rocket arm.
I mean, Zach Barr.
Yes.
Throw here on the out. It's going to go to inches. Simon's already over 100 yards on 9 catches, 2 touchdowns. But that is helped a little bit by the absolute rocket from Caldwell on the last drive.
Yeah, I don't know how much airtime that touchdown pass had. We're going to have to go back after the stream and take a gander at that one, but that might be the longest pass of the season. 2nd
and inches. Caldwell going to throw it. Fans booing here. I'm not sure why, but maybe that's why. They're going to get stuffed still inches, and it's going to be a 3rd down. Benji Bailey couldn't get across the line. Yeah, he's been a non-factor here tonight, and that was Mario Pearson, the linebacker. One of the best linebackers in the world, making a nice tackle and had a little bit of help from, I believe that was Frederick Falconer, the corner. Heavy set, looking to probably run it just up the middle. Bailey up the middle, and right side going to get it. Dangerous. I thought the Jays had a shot at stopping him, but Bailey weaves his way and finds the 1st down, keeps the drive alive. Yeah, one of the better runs from him tonight. He hasn't really done a whole lot. Doesn't even have 30 yards on the ground, like I mentioned before. Schofield keeping pace with him so far in this one. 1st and 10 here for the Comets. Caldwell going to drop back, going to throw it across the middle, and that's to his favorite target, Lewis Simmons. Yeah, Simmons, again, just getting open. Not a whole lot of yards on that one, but just moving forward. When are you going to be on the team, Cody? You have to click on the player creator link in the description and fill out the player form. And if you do that, you'll be on the team or a team in season 2, which is just around the corner. Gibson on the tackle there, bring up 3rd down. Gibson's been good all season. Interesting to see where he's been. Speaking of interesting, some CFA commits. I know I was talking to one of the better tight ends in the land. I was talking to Mr. Willie Morris. Most teams are viewing him as the top guy, and for good reason. He's going to be a hot prospect in the next level. Caldwell's going to throw it, nearly picked off by Falconer. Falconer's had a couple drops in this game. Yeah, that's the 3rd time that Falconer potentially could have had a pick 6. I mean, he's getting closer and closer. He's got to come away with this. That'll break this game wide open. How do you miss that? Oof, that's the one that he should have had. Hands of stone right there.
That's tough.
Yeah, calling around the league, Willie Morris, far and away the best tight end. A lot of teams feel it's on their board. I know he's gotten a lot of offers. I know he's kind of whittled it down to a few that he likes. I am hearing Laredo Tech is in his top 3, so that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Almost blocked again.
Wow. My goodness. Not sure what number that player is that blocked the kick before. I couldn't see. It might have been Terrence. Oh, I think it was Corey Mathis, number 23, who had the block earlier in the game and nearly had another one there.
More Magic in the backfield. Let's Schofield to receivers, see what they can do on this drive. He's changing up the play, already a command of this offense. Gonna drop back. Moving around. It's gonna go down on the sack. They finally get to him. This was the number 2
Soto?
defensive end, Soto. Bradford Soto got in there. Just a really good play by the defense there. Moorhall couldn't squirm out of it this time.
Nope, couldn't quite get out of that one. The ferocious defensive line gets to him. I think that's the first sack, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had a couple close calls.
Hall's going to throw the out route and get back what he lost, but 3rd and 10 coming up here. Nigel Sams.
Yeah, 131 yards, 5 catches. I mean, Lewis Simmons on the other side is having a very similar game right now. If I'm Dan Short right here, I go deep down the field again to Sams.
They have a formation possibly could do it. Man coverage at the top of the screen. I'm not quite sure if that's Sams or not. I think it is. Hall's going to drop back. They're going to run him on a go. He's covered, though. Walker can't bring him down. Hall throws it, finds his man, Walters. First down. Oh, my word. More magic.
Wow. And we see it again. We see Brian Walters get absolutely lit up at the end of the play. He is taking some punishing hits here tonight. But look at that play from Mort Hall, breaking the sack attempt of a very good player. And Steve Walker, you and I have discussed him being one of the top 2 players in the world. And Mort Hall just threw him off his back and moved the chains. Big time play for this offense.
First down and 10 for the Jays. Hall on good pocket composure there. He's going to get to Sams. He's going to get the contested catch for a gain of 4. Hall's ability to extend the play and throw from any platform is just, it's elite.
Well, let's settle down with the elite talk. All right, he's played 2 quarters and a half. All right.
I'm saying that ability he has to do that is an elite ability.
Oh man.
Yes. Not that he's elite.
No, if he could do that every game, all game, then he will be elite for sure.
Dropped wide open. That was was that Dugans?
Yes. Chris Dugans.
Man,
forgot his hands on the sideline.
And that's a trick, but you do it every game. But doing it against a team like International, whew.
Yeah, I mean, to throw Steve Walker off your back in your first ever start, I mean that's something. Hopefully the reporters on the sideline got a picture of that so he can hang it up in his office when he retires from the EFL.
Hall drops back, throws left side, intercepted. Simons gets a second. Taking it down right side. He's not going to get the pick 6, but takes it all the way to the 38. And Moorhall, second pick today, second to Simons. And the Comets, in defense is their specialty. And defense, we got a little underthrown there. He was looking for the post corner, and Simons just sat on it underneath, looking for Sams.
Yeah, like you said, just a bit underthrown. He gets a little bit more air under that, and we're talking about another touchdown to Nigel Sams, but I mean, another big-time interception for Dan Simmons. He's got 4 in the last 2 games.
Really a talented cornerback. First and 10 here. He's going to throw it over the top. Caught! First down, Lewis Simons. He's been fantastic in this game. Optimus Klein with the clutch link in the chat. So if you haven't built your player, click there. Get your player built today. So we get you in for high school season 2. Get you to the CFA. Get you to the Pro League. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, Morabito.
Wow, Morabito coming to play today. Mixing it up. Oh, my goodness. Nice little touchdown celebration here. Comets not done just yet. So the Mort Hall interception comes back to bite him. Caspian Caldwell showing, he can sling it too.
Caldwell, really, he's had a lot of good games this season. Obviously, he had a rough one against the Raiders earlier a couple weeks ago, but overall, really has been a very, very solid quarterback. And when he is on, man, he's on.
Yeah, and let's take a look at his touchdown and interceptions this season. All right, he did have a 2-game stretch where he threw 6 interceptions and only 2 touchdowns. But we look at the other games on the season, and he's got, 8, 10, 11 touchdowns and only 1 pick in the other games on the year. So, you take away a couple bad games from him, and we're talking about elite level numbers as far as touchdown to interception ratios for Caspian Caldwell.
Incredible. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the CFA just around the corner. But obviously he's got some playoffs to deal with, and he's got this game to deal with. Walter's going to take this one out to the 31-yard line, which where the Jays are going to start this drive.
You mentioned the CFA. I was talking to the family of Eddie Poole. I don't know if you guys remember last week. Eddie Poole ran for 170 yards. That is a High School Football Alliance record for a single player, I believe, or they at least got the team record. But Eddie Poole has narrowed his CFA choices down to about 3 teams. Rockland Vikings is one of those, so he can team up with Cleo Cannon. Could be an interesting duo there.
That is going to be something to watch. You look right there, Caldwell, 3 touchdowns, no picks. It's what kept them in this game so far. It's going to be interesting. Eddie Poole kind of came on the scene late this season. I haven't seen a whole lot of him, but he's been really good these last few weeks for the Titans. Added a new dynamic to the offense. Now with Tyron Trent going down to injury, that's an important dynamic. 2nd and 7 here.
Absolutely.
Mort Hall under center. See what they're going to run here. He's going to roll it out, and he's going to get slammed to the ground. They just forgot to block the defensive end, and you might want to block him. That's only Travis Cook.
Yeah, no big deal. Just one of the top 5 defensive ends in all of high school football. Just let him run free. Why not? Just crush your quarterback untouched.
3rd and 10 now. See what Hall has in store. They have the bunch to the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. I believe the receiver is Sam's. Schofield's in the backfield. Mort Hall moving around, throws off balance, tipped away, but there is a flag.
Yeah, nearly another beautiful throw on the move from Mort Hall.
See what R62 has to say. It's going to be holding, and they're going to be calling this on the Jays. So punt unit coming out here, and this is going to be another failed drive for the Jays as they're starting to maybe lose a little bit of the momentum they had.
Yeah, last drive, they were on their way to getting some more points on the board. Ended up throwing that interception and a great return by Dan Simmons, which set up the International Comet touchdown. And now a quick 3 and out. A little bit of rough play calling there, I think, from Dan Short. And we're going to see the red-hot offense of the Comets take the field again.
Kick is up. Kick is away. Going to be fielded. And Morabito can kick this out to the 40-yard line. What's up, Parker Thomas?
Parker, new member of the Southeast Raiders for season 2 at corner. Yes, sir. Number 42.
Teammate of the great running back
Roger Chambers.
Can't wait to see those 2 guys on the field. Just a couple weeks away. 1st and 10 here for the Comets. Empty set backfield. Dime defense. Caldwell under pressure, going to go down. Good coverage, and Chad Davis gets his 2nd sack of the game.
Yeah, Chad Davis is just feasting right now. I mean, he hasn't been a player that we've really noticed a whole lot this season. As I mentioned earlier, he just had one tackle for a loss last week, and that's it. Big game here tonight. 2 sacks for him. Really good performance so far.
2nd and 16. Caldwell, plenty of time, going to throw it. Finds his man wide open, Dan Jackson, first down. 16 yards,
Wow.
no problem. Dan Jackson converts it easy.
Yeah, he was just wide open. Great route right there, right between the DBs. I'm not sure what they're doing. They both kind of just looked like deer caught in headlights as we take a look at the replay. Al Gibson just keeps on backpedaling. I'm not sure what he's doing there. And Dennis Kennard, the middle linebacker, is trying to get back there to help him out. Just obviously not going to be as fast as Dan Jackson.
First down from the Jays side of the field as the Comets looking to take their first lead. Or take a lead. Caldwell's going to run here and scramble for 6 yards. I'm blanking right now. Did the Comets have a lead in this game?
They were up 3-0 to start.
3-0 was the last time they had a lead. So looking to get their first lead since it's 3-0.
Yeah, it's been an uphill battle. The Jays had a lot of momentum. It helped that Mort Hall was completing just some of the craziest throws we've seen all season. But they've lost a little bit of their momentum.
Bailey fights for a gain of 4, first down, and the drive keeps rolling.
Very glad Mort's going to Fort Thomas. Yeah, I mean, they definitely got a baller. I mean, we don't have a lot of game film on him, but what we do have so far has been pretty decent, I'd say.
Going toe-to-toe with one of the better teams in the country. Not too bad. Caldwell going to throw it. Sidearm, and he got it in there, but it was dropped. Simons had it, but he was in double coverage. What a throw, though, from Caldwell to knife it in there.
Yeah, and it looked like Simmons ran into the referee there. That might have affected him catching the ball, but good throw from Caldwell to fit it into a very tight window. Hey.
2nd and 10. Caldwell. Plenty of time. Going to throw it across the middle. A little check down underneath to Lewis Simmons. Who else? And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. The Jays hold on to a lead 27-24. It's getting close, though. It's getting tight here in Northeast. Does Mort have a little bit more magic? One more quarter is all they need. Or do the Comets find a way to buck their on the road curse, get the win, and set themselves up with a chance for home field advantage?
Get your 4s up in the chat, boys. This is a crucial 4th quarter. Jays playing for pride right here, trying to get back to 500. With a win here today, Dan Short would finish the season at 4-1 as head coach. That is outstanding, even with them missing the playoffs.
Caldwell drops back. He's going to go down, and that takes them possibly out of field goal range. Who else? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Chad Davis.
Wow, 3 sacks tonight. He has been outstanding. Let's take a look. Who is he matched up against? I can't even see. That's the right guard. That's Lamont Keithley, number 61, who's just getting tossed around like a rag doll here tonight.
Reminder, you're watching high school football on Optimus Klein, part of the HCU. If you'd like to join, create your player like we talked about this entire stream, click the link in the description. Get your player into Season 2. Is a fantastic punt. Goes awry, and that will be at the 20.
That's a shame.
But if you don't have your player yet, go down the description, get that player, get into the action. We have high school football lines, we have college football lines, and we have pro, the EFL. So stick around, do 3 levels of football here on Optimus Klein for the art of football. 1st and 10 here for Mort Hall. Manages to hang on to the lead. Defense helped him out there. Schofield's going to take this, Van is going to take this one for a paltry 1 yard.
Well, I mean, that's what Zayden Van's been doing all season long. Just a cloud of dust and 1 or 2 yards per catch or rush. Just a lackluster season for him.
Yeah, it's been a long season for Zayden Van, and we'll see if he can do better at the college ranks. I expect him to stay all 4 years, maybe get a little bit of progression. Schofield doesn't have the speed to get to the outside. 3rd and 7 coming up. It looks like maybe they went a little bit conservative here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take some shots downfield. That's what has been their bread and butter here tonight. But just going to the running game, which has been dead last all season long, they've not helped out their quarterbacks whatsoever. I don't know if Dan should be doing this.
Hall's going to throw it. It's going to be dangerous and incomplete. 4th down, and another punt coming out here. No worries, Cody, if you don't feel comfortable sharing your email on the Google form. The reason we get the email, if you're wondering, is we just want to be able to contact you if there's anything wrong with your player build, if we need to reach out for any reason, ask you any questions. We never share your email, and it stays completely private on the Google form. But obviously, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't need to do it. But that's why we ask the email, so we have a connection, because sometimes people are in Discord, sometimes people aren't, and we need a way to contact you if there's something comes up on your player build.
Yes. That's my commentary.
Kick is away. Comets in great field position. Going to get this one at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, great field position. And let's talk about the Jays' last 3 drives. They got an interception from Dan Simmons, his second of the ball game, and then 2 straight drives that ended in punts. So they've lost all momentum on the offensive side of the football. If they get the ball back and they're down, I'd love to see them chuck the ball downfield to Sam's. They've been killing them all game long.
Run here, but we do have a flag, some laundry on the field. Go to R62.
That's probably going to be holding, I believe.
And it is against the Comets. Offense holding 61. Jays are going to take that, and it's going to be 1st and 20. Back them up a bit.
Yeah, 1st and 20. That's definitely going to kill the momentum a little bit for this Comet offense. Let's see if they go back to taking some shots, though. I'm not sure why they're going to the ground. Benji Bailey hasn't really done a whole lot tonight.
1st and 20. We're going to have to try to air it out here. Caldwell drops back. Has enough time. We're going to check it down to Bailey. Bailey is not going to get much. Only a gain of 3 there.
Yeah, that's tough as we look at the quarterback comparison. Hall leading in yards, but Caldwell flawless. No interceptions to Hall's 2. And, that might cost him in the end. We'll see.
2nd and 17 here. Empty set. Going to pass it. Under pressure. Steps up. Throws it left side. Caught! Lewis Simmons all over Moline. And they're going to convert the long 2nd down. And now it's 1st down in Jay's territory.
Yeah, I don't know how he even had enough arm strength to get the ball out there. He got absolutely rocked as he threw it. And great concentration from Simmons. Just not a care in the world that one of the better safeties is just draped all over him and hangs on for the big 1st down reception.
1st down and 10 here for the Comets. Caldwell. There's not going to be too much there for him there.
Yeah, just 2 yards for Bailey. That's all he's been doing this whole game. Just a couple yards here, a couple yards there.
Unfortunately, Cody, we do have to collect the email to be able to create a player, just so that we know that there's no duplicate, no 2 players for the same person. It's a way of knowing for our side. So for our side, we need it. But if you don't feel comfortable, that's completely fine on your end. But for our end and making sure that we can run this league smoothly as possible, it's something we do have to have on for the player builds. But no worries whatsoever. Just you can enjoy this league. That's what the beautiful thing about this is. You can enjoy this in many, many ways. You can enjoy this as an owner. You can enjoy this as a player. You can enjoy this as a fan. And that's what we bring to you. We bring to you enjoyment of football. 3rd and 8 here. Caldwell going to drop back to throw. Plenty of time. Throws it left to Simmons again. He got it! Mossed him! And it's a touchdown. The Comets have the lead for the first time since the first drive of the game. Lewis Simmons with the game of his life.
Yeah, he's been pretty good this season. He's had a lot of good games, but this has to be number 1 for him. Caldwell, great throw yet again, and that's another missed opportunity at an interception for Falconer. That's the 4th time that he should have had one tonight and got mossed instead.
My goodness, you know who's not having a good season? Like you mentioned, Frederick Falconer's not having a good night. Oh boy, Frederick Falconer's been a little bit abused by Lewis Simmons tonight, and Lewis Simmons showing why he is one of the best receivers in the country. Comets take the lead 31-27, and yeah, we're setting up for a perfect chance for Mort to show a little bit more magic.
Yeah, let's see if he can get this lead back. You know, he hasn't really had any adversity so far tonight. Down 4 late in the ball game in front of your home crowd. What do you have up your sleeve?
Kick is away. Walters can field this one, take this out of the end zone to the 33-yard line. Comets and Caldwell, and he's really the guy we should be talking about. Caldwell over 300 yards passing, I think, at least nearly 300 yards passing. 3 touchdowns, no picks. He has been immaculate.
He has 4 touchdown passes now with that last one that he just threw. Coming into this game, he had 1,777 yards, 13 touchdowns, 7 picks. He's well over 2,000 now.
Schofield on the screen pass, going to get 8 yards. Decent way to start the drive for the Jays.
Yeah, nice little pickup there for the fullback turned halfback for today's ball game. This is what he's been doing all season. Catch the ball and run upfield. He's pretty decent getting yak yards after catch.
2nd and 2. Clock's still ticking. Not sure why the clock's ticking. He definitely went out of bounds. But the clock is rolling. Hall going to snap it, throw it over the middle, caught, first down. And that was to Nigel Sams, who's another guy having a great night.
Yeah, it's the battle of Lewis Simmons and Nigel Sams. Sams, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think Simmons is over 200 now, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's pretty dang close. It's going to be tough to pick a player of the game here tonight, no matter who wins this game.
Schofield up the middle, 4 yards. And that's going to be into Comets territory. Mort in the shotgun now. See what they run against this very stout Comets defense that they've had a good game plan going to this game tonight. Hall playing time across the middle underneath. It's going to be incomplete. Dropped by who was that? That was Art Swain who dropped the pass, and multiple Comet defenders were around the area though, so not the most advisable throw.
Yeah, Art Swain and Chris Dugans both have a drop here tonight. Those are the guys that Mort Hall has been throwing a lot of routes to in practice. So it's good to see him get some targets out here, but you got to come away with the catch.
3rd and 6. How far can Mort Magic go? Mort drops back underneath. Schofield can't get there. 4th and 1. And now comes the question, do you go for it?
Oh, absolutely. You go for it here. You're at the 42-yard line, just over 5 minutes to go. Put the ball in your quarterback's hands. He's been fantastic tonight.
You got to trust your best players in the biggest situations. They have the offense on the field. Marcus Madre in the backfield.
Oh, boy.
We'll see if they go to him or they're going to give it to Art. to Mort, excuse me, to make the play. They're going to go to Moderate. He has it wide open. It has space into the 30 to the 22-yard line. They go. What a play call there from Dan Short. They run a draw on 4th and 1, and it works to perfection.
Man just pulled a rabbit out of his hat. Nobody in the entire world expected Marcus Madre to get this football. And you know what? He made the most of that one. Nice draw. The entire defensive front, they all just dropped back like it was a pass. So that was a perfect play call by Dan Short.
1st and 10 now, just outside the red zone for Mort Hall. Going back to the air. He's going to get hit as he throws here. Not going to get that one off. Steve Walker making his presence known.
Yeah, Walker just constantly getting pressure. Like I mentioned before, he didn't do anything last week stat-wise. He's not even on my stat sheet at all, which means, he maybe got 1 tackle. But he's always in on plays. He's always putting pressure on quarterbacks or affecting the running lanes for running backs.
Right now, player is the only thing that's open, Cody, for now. So we'll let you know if coaching spots ever become open. 2nd down for Mort. He's going to throw it here. Corner route inside the 10 to the 7. And that's Trev Bridges. Big players make big plays in big situations.
Oh, my goodness. There's literally 0 things riding on this game for Northeast. But, I mean, they are playing like it's the national championship. And, everybody's making plays out here. I cannot believe Trev Bridges actually held onto that football, taking a massive hit from Terrell Breckenridge.
1st and goal from the 7. They need to punch it in. A field goal doesn't do much good. Schofield fights off 1 tackle, but there's 2 more where that came from. And it's 2nd and goal. It was not Steve Walker. That was 51 who was there for the tackle.
Yeah, 51. That's Dustin Mitchell, the right outside linebacker. I haven't really called his name here tonight, but that's because, the front line has been doing majority of the work, as well as the secondary. Linebackers have been kind of a no-show so far for the Comets.
2nd and goal. Do they go back to Madre in the backfield, or are they going to give it to Hall to make a play? Hall's going to throw it. Under pressure, spins out of it, finds his man. Open touchdown! Galladay!
Wow, Johnny Galladay gets a present like it's a holiday, and the Jays have the lead again. 3:14 to go. Mort magic, baby.
Mort magic. But now, did they leave too much time on the clock? 33, about to be 34, pending the extra point, and 31. And we have Aspie and Caldwell on the other side, and we've already seen what he can do with less time and more yards to go. We are setting up for a finish.
And, I mean, a lot of these games the last few weeks have
Oh my goodness, it's
so
blocked.
fantastic. Wow.
And that's big because now a field goal would win the game for the Comets.
And who was that on the block? I can't see the number. 95 for International. That is the number 3 defensive tackle, Artos Killings. And it's a 2-score game. All the Comets have to do is get in range for Adam Lamar. That's 2 block kicks today. That's the first time in high school football alliance history.
Morbido is going to take this to the 27. So 73 yards to go for Caspy and Caldwell. And can Comets pull the rabbit out of their hat now? And another question is, if you score too quickly, do you give the Northeast a chance to score right back?
I mean, if I'm the Comets, I try to take this clock down as much as humanly possible and just get around about the 25-yard line of Northeast for a field goal.
Caldwell going to throw it wide open. Oh, my goodness. And that is going to be Dan Jackson across the middle, bringing that one in. You see Simmons over 200 yards, and this passing offense for the Comets has been electric so far.
Yeah, Simmons over 200 yards on 14 targets. You know how many targets he had last week? He had 8, so nearly doubling that. And that was a perfect throw just over the outstretched hand of, I believe that was Al Gibson, the strong safety.
Caldwell under center. under 3 minutes to go in the game now. Obviously, they're trying to milk off as much clock as they can while getting down the field. Caldwell to throw. Under pressure. Chucks it deep. It's going to be picked off. Picked off. The first pick of the game. We've talked about how safe with the football he is. But Al Gibson gets the last laugh, and he's going to pick the ball off and give his team a chance to close out the game here at home.
Yeah, Al Gibson, fantastic, strong safety. We just saw him on the previous play just miss out on a deflection. Now takes this one away. He had an interception last week as well to go along with 3 tackles, 5 assisted tackles, and a pass deflection. This is huge. 2:30 to go, but they do have all 3 timeouts.
Madre up the middle, breaks a tackle, going to get 3 yards. We're set up for a heck of a finish. Reminder, this is not the last game of the week. Obviously, we have some games to finish up before we get into playoffs. So tonight we have Pirates Raiders, so stay tuned for that. And tomorrow, Titans at Eagles and Lions at Cobras. So those are 2 games to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. A lot of football action. Can't wait.
2-minute warning here in Northeast. The score 33-31.
This is crazy. We've had a blocked punt here tonight and a blocked extra point, which may or may not cost the Jays the ball game if the Comets can somehow get the ball back, get downfield and kick a field goal to win by 1. That would be just insanity.
Gonna run it here. Delay to Madre. It's gonna be 3rd and 10. Losing yardage. Comets take a timeout, and Moore Hall is gonna have to throw it here on 3rd down.
Yep, you got to go down the field. Maybe draw something up here for Brian Walters. We haven't really seen him since about a couple minutes left in the first half, I believe, is the last time we saw him. He had a really good corner route where Terrell Breckenridge laid him out of bounds.
They're manning up at the top of the screen here. No safety help if that's a deep route. Mort Hall is going to toss it on to Zayden Van, who's going to get the first down. Oh, my goodness, what a gutsy call from the coach, Dan Short.
I can't believe what I just saw. What? Zayden Van with the best run of his career. And the coaching tonight from Dan Short has been nothing short of phenomenal, as we see Kai Inzer has been injured. That is their center. They do not have a backup.
If Dan Short wasn't already in the conversation for Coach of the Year, this game has got to put him even deeper into that conversation. What a performance from him.
What is that play call? Like, that is just absurd. I love it.
Under 2 minutes to go now. We're going to hand it off up the middle to Van again. Van being the bell cow on this drive. My goodness, what's going on?
I don't know. He's got more yards in those 2 carries than he had all last game on 12 carries for 16 yards. This is absurd.
Minute 48, a first down will end the game here and give Northeast a 500 record after starting 0-3 on the season. And the Comets would fall to 0-4 on the road as they would limp into the playoffs. Not what you want to do. They're going to hand off to Schofield now. Schofield gets blocks, breaks tackles. First down, Emery.
Wow. And a great block by Van.
Van springing him loose. And Emery Schofield getting the first down. And with that, the Comets take their last timeout. And now the Jays should be able to kneel the ball out and win this game. Oh, my
goodness. Look at that block. Oh, my goodness. He just completely decleated the left outside linebacker, Pete Reese, who has done nothing but get pancaked here tonight.
Yes, Cody, for the Raiders game, if the Raiders win, obviously Raiders are eliminated. But if the Pirates win that game, the Pirates will get the number 3 seed. But if the Raiders win the game, the Comets will get the 3 seed. So everyone, all the Comet fans are going to be eagerly watching that game as we are under a minute and 30 seconds to go in the game. The second 12 is they're going to kneel this out. And I'm pretty sure they can kneel this out to the end. Hopefully they run this clock management correctly.
We might be talking about Zayden Van playing fullback at the next level, partner.
He has been so good at fullback tonight. Maybe we finally found his true calling.
I think we may have. I mean, that block, that was the block of the night on that linebacker.
I mean, he had that run on the toss on a split backs
On a weak side
split backs toss on 3rd and 10.
The most bizarre play call I've ever seen in all my years of watching APF. And I mean, man, did it work to perfection.
And this kneel here will win the game for the Jays.
They're going to finish the season on a 4-1 record under head coach Dan Short. A lot of people were questioning the Jays firing their head coach just 3 games in, but I think it's paid off quite well for them. I can't wait to see the Jays with a full season under Dan Short in season 2.
What a game tonight. Northeast pulling it out. Mort Magic pulling it out. 33
undefeated.
33-31 as the Jays go out in style.
Wow. What a great game this was. I really hope you guys in the chat enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please slap that like button and subscribe if you're new. Join the Discord, all that fun stuff. Make a player. There's a link in the description for that as well. Hope to see more faces on the teams in Season 2.
400 yards of offense for the Jays. The running game, obviously important for the Jays, and time of possession. But that one turnover there for the Comets was the difference in this one.
Yeah, fantastic game from Caldwell. 4 touchdowns, no picks up until that turnover. And his one mistake ends up costing him. That's crazy. And the Jays outrushed their opponent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the first time that's happened this season.
I'm not exactly sure I don't have those numbers in front of me, but it sounds about right because the Jays' rushing offense has been terrible this season. What do you expect from the Comets now going into the playoffs off this losing?
Well, this loss, does this not give them the 3 seed?
Right? Now they will be either the 3rd or the 4th seed. Depends on the Pirate game tonight. Pirates can win and take the 3 seed from them, which means the Comets would have to travel to South Central. This game does clinch the 2nd seed and home field advantage for the Southwest Titans, so that's important.
Okay, so if the Pirates win their game tonight, they'll be taking on the Titans, correct?
Pirates win the game tonight. They'll take on the Titans, and the Comets will take on the Lions. A loss from the Pirates means the Comets will take on the Titans, and the Pirates will take on the Lions, which will be a rematch of last week.
Yeah, if I'm the Comets, I want the Pirates to win. I think the Comets match up better against the Lions than they do against Southwest and that nasty, nasty passing attack. So if you're a Comet fan out there, you root for the Pirates in the next game that we have. Look at that. Caldwell, 334 yards today. Mort Hall, 340, 3 touchdowns.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one, partner, and we'll see which one of us is right. But I think, looking back, I mean, the Comets absolutely destroyed the Titans when they played. And I think this passing defense matched up well. Mort Hall gets player of the game. What a performance from his debut in high school football. What a way to go out in style for Mort Hall. And well-deserved performances. He played his heart out.
Yeah, I mean, Fort Thomas is getting a baller at quarterback in the CFA for season 1 of that. Really looking forward to seeing what he can do with his targets there. I'm not sure if they've got any wide receiver commits so far this season, or maybe a tight end or not. But man, just the way that he performed tonight, really well under pressure, made a lot of I would say pro-level throws, just rolling back in an awkward way and still somehow throwing just a dime to his receivers over the middle for big-time gains and moving the chains in crucial spots.
It's going to do it here from us in the HCU studios. I'm Hammer. He's Cline. Have a good one.
Take it easy, guys.